What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti Verzuz, honey, okay? I also will be doing a brief birthday reading on both of the ladies, so stay tuned for that. You guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, honey, okay? Now, let's get started, honey, with Ashanti and Keyshia Cole and what Miss Robinson saw, honey, with her own two pretty eyes, honey. Okay, let me get to it. First off, honey, I just want to say, I heard, honey, that both of the ladies was late, okay? Keyshia Cole was a little bit more later than Ashanti, but nonetheless, I think both of them was over, an hour late on Ashanti's part. I think Keyshia Cole was over an hour and a half late. I guess she had a lot of technical difficulties, honey. She had to work out. The sound was jacked up when I watched the Verzuz. Now that I'm kind of rewatching the Verzuz, I see that the sound has improved, but when I first heard the Verzuz, honey, it was horrible. The sound, it was just really bad. Like, you could barely hear the damn music. Okay, so first off, let me get started with who does Miss Robinson like the best. I like Miss Keyshia Cole. I am a big Keyshia Cole fan. My favorite singers are Beyonce is number 1, 2 Keyshia Cole, 3 Toni Braxton. Them my girls. Okay, that is who I like. Keyshia Cole came about in my early 20s. She had hits like Heaven Sent, I Remember, Let It Go, Trust, featuring Monica, Never. Oh my God, I love all of her songs. Very talented woman. I just love to hear the pain in her voice, honey. Keyshia Cole just really resonates with her audience. A lot of people compare her to Mary J. Blige. Yeah, they kind of similar. I like Keyshia Cole better. I like her voice better. I have to admit that. Most of the problems, honey, I heard from people about Keyshia Cole is they kept saying, she kept getting her ass up during the Verzuz. I guess the sound was, really bad. I believe that's what she was saying. She couldn't see herself that clear. Come on now, y'all. That would make anybody upset. A lot of people are saying that Keyshia is ghetto. That's why she won't get, really nowhere in her career. But hell, her being ghetto has helped her. Okay, she's still successful. If you go and check out a Keyshia Cole video, it always has like over 1 million views. So Keyshia Cole, I don't give a damn what nobody say. That girl is very successful, but like I always tell y'all, you are the result of the tree that you came from. So there will still be some Frankie up in there, okay? She can't help it. Okay, man down. Where my girl Frankie at? Okay, I like Keyshia Cole's mother. I thought she was hilarious on that show they used to be on. And Keyshia Cole, honey, had them tig-old bitties out, had them titties out. I was like, God damn, girl, shit. Keyshia Cole always had some big breasts, though, honey, okay? Not much of a booty girl, but she always got them breasts out. And she really had them out, honey, in her little corset that she had on. So Keyshia Cole just looked so bomb to me. That girl can wear any hairstyle, short, blonde. She could just be bald, like any hairstyle, the girl can rock it. She has amazing style, okay, from a fashion point of view, with the hair, the outfits, the shoes. I think she got, her own little shoe line with Steve Madden, I believe. A lot of people also said Keyshia Cole just had this bad attitude, after arriving late. And I have to say, I done heard a couple of stories on the situation. I feel like so much went wrong during the Verzuz before they actually made it onto the stage. And a lot of people will say in Ashanti's defense, well, Ashanti didn't have that attitude, and Ashanti, she held it together. I'm sure things went bad on her end, but you guys, we all deal with things differently. differently. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, we kind of wish Keyshia Cole would have, you know, got it together, and, you know, but to me, she did though. You know, she, you know, had a bit of a little attitude, I guess, because so much went wrong behind the scenes. She also later came out in a video and said that, you know, she was nervous and it was just so much going wrong, up until the point that it was time to do the verses. A lot of people also was saying that Keyshia Cole was drunk. Keyshia was not drunk, and she said it, and I watched the verses again. I've watched it like 2 or 3 times at this point, and she didn't start drinking really until the damn near the whole set was over, really. It was like towards the end. She wanted to relax and enjoy herself. What's wrong with that? I feel like too many people tried to peg Keyshia Cole as the ghetto drunk one. Look at her, she don't know how to act. Well, that's why she can't keep no man. You know, I mean, the jokes at this point, honey, they write themselves, but that is what the people are saying. And I feel like Keyshia Cole is aware of what everybody is saying. That's why she came out to apologize, which I felt like was a classy move. Very classy for her to do that and to explain herself. The Verzuz, honey, had 6 million viewers. This is the highest Verzuz, honey, of all time. Of all time. So this was a really good turnout for the two of them. But let's get into what Keyshia Cole had to say to the people, honey, because she had a little apology, honey.
I really do appreciate, and it was a lot of people. I was like nervous about that, to say the least. But more so than anything, I want to apologize for not sitting my ass in that seat. Okay, because I was there, and I should have sat down. I should have just sat in the seat, no matter if I felt like, you know, the visual wasn't clear, or, you know, they said my music wasn't going to be right, or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I think that more so than anything, people wanted me to sit. Be present. Even though they didn't know that I was present.
Right. But can you go why it might have appeared that she weren't present? What was going on behind? Because I want people, and even with what was going on behind, there's so many components that come into play that, you know,
Damn, y'all, he breaking up, honey. Don't shoot the messenger, honey.
Average person is not aware of their. They got to get to make sure the sound.
When I was sitting there, and I'm really thankful that OT was there. I want to give a shout out to OT Genesis, because when I was literally in the back and I was, you know, putting on my last touches or whatever, and I'm looking at the video from back, you know, like in my dressing room, we did it at the studio, and I said, why does my picture look so dark?
Right.
And so soon as that happened, OT came back and said, you know, they got to fix like the internet connection, because you're going to be experiencing another situation, right. You know, like when Teddy Riley went, you know, and it was like the picture wasn't clear, the visual wasn't clear, you know, the sound wasn't good. So I was really skeptical about that.
Right.
Now, y'all remember OT Genesis and Keyshia, they had a little beef, honey. Okay, because OT Genesis was out here trying to recreate Keyshia Cole's song Love, and he was out here trying to sing it, honey, and he got to dragging her mama Frankie, talking about he'll sell her some crack. But I guess, you know, OT and Keyshia, they patched up their beef. They have worked things out, you know, but Keyshia Cole's sister, honey, Elite, she had a few things to say about the situation, honey. She wasn't happy about, you know, Keyshia Cole having, you know, OT Genesis, you know, there with her during the Verzuz.
Let me just tell y'all where it went left for me. Cause you know I'm motherfucking Keyshia to the day I die motherfucking eat. But when you let a nigga hug you, that guy on the internet joking about selling your mama motherfucking crack, that's when I gotta take a step back. Bitch, that's a no-go for me. You can't touch me. You can't breathe on me. You can't. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all gotta say. Don't touch me if you brag about or laugh about selling my motherfucking mama. The bitch who birthed us. The reason why y'all got Keyshia is because Frankie didn't give up. let's be clear about this motherfucking shit. Frankie got 7 motherfucking children. Okay, she ain't got 1. Cause I think you stupid.
So y'all heard OT Genesis, he began singing along with Keyshia. How do I feel about all of this? I definitely get where Elite is coming from, because that's pretty trashy for him to do. I thought it was trashy for him to redo Keyshia's song. And then it's trashy to say some shit like that about Keyshia Cole's mother. But Keyshia Cole said, honey, she trying to be on some positive shit, honey, for 2021. And, she just wanted to forgive and kind of have some fun at the Verzuz. He did kind of lighten the mood. You know what I'm saying? Not that there was really any tension with her and Ashanti, but they did have a couple of times, honey, that they almost butted heads, honey, because there was one point in the show where, I think Keyshia was trying to play one of her songs, and then Ashanti was like, "No, girl, it's on me." And they was kind of going back and forth, and Ashanti, honey, was not backing down, honey, from Miss Keyshia Cole. So you had that situation, but other than that, the ladies for the most part pretty much got along. Okay, honey, so let's get to Ashanti really quick. Ashanti looked absolutely stunning. She didn't have her titties and stuff all out, but honey, nonetheless, Miss Ashanti, honey, did not come to play with the girls. A lot of people had a lot of positive comments about Ashanti. They said that she was very professional. They felt like she was very patient. But like I said, Ashanti grew up differently from Keyshia Cole, and I don't really know what you all kind of expect at this point. You know what I'm saying? You are a result from the tree that you came from, okay? So, I didn't feel like Keyshia Cole, though, was just as disrespectful as how everybody is making it seem. I just feel like those are underlying issues that people already had with Keyshia Cole, and everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I understand, where she was coming from. Now, as far as Ashanti, what songs did she play? What are some of my favorite Ashanti songs? I love Foolish. That's like my number one song that I love from Ashanti. I love Rain on Me. That's like equal to Foolish to me. I love that Rain on Me video with her and that fine ass Lorenz Tate, honey. Lorenz Tate, honey. Oh, that man can get it, honey. Let me clink it, clink. Okay, clink, lock it down, Miss Robinson. Calm down. That Lorenz Tate fine as hell. Who would have known Miss Robinson would have an old crush on old dog, honey, from Menace to Society? But really, honey, he stole my heart, honey, and Love Jones, honey. That Lorenz Tate has a lot of versatility, honey, in his movies. I love that about him. Ashanti also played her song Mesmerize featuring Ja Rule. We know that Ashanti and Ja Rule was coming out left and right, honey, with those hits in the early 2000s, okay? I graduated high school in 2003. It was their music all the while I was in high school, okay? So it seemed like a lot of her hits involved Ja Rule. We know Murder Inc. was that label back in the day, honey. A lot of people felt like these two were not matched up correctly. A lot of people felt like Keyshia Cole is ghetto and she should have went with somebody else like, she should have went up against somebody like K. Michelle. I see what you guys are saying, but Keyshia Cole to me has the most hits out of those two. I thought that this was a pretty cool matchup. Yes, their tone and demeanor and everything is different, but that's what make Keyshia Cole and Ashanti very interesting, okay? So I like the little matchup, but I feel like Keyshia Cole is more of the star. She's the more successful artist, in my opinion, because when her music was playing, it was like, damn, that song is good. Damn, she sung that song really good. Now, some people, they don't like Keyshia the way I do, so they be like, she can't sing. That's what I heard from somebody that went to one of her concerts. They say she can't sing that well. She's a studio singer. Miss Robinson ain't with that. I love me some Keyshia Cole. I like me some Ashanti. I don't love Ashanti, but I like Ashanti. I think that she seems to be, very mature and pleasant and smiley, but let me say this really quickly, right? Because I watched the motherfucking Verzuz again, okay? Not one time, 2 times, okay? Maybe 2.5, 3. Follow me. Ashanti was not perfect through the Verzuz the way everybody else is, okay? If you hear commentary from most people, they gonna say Keyshia Cole was the big-ass, ghetto-ass problem. But Ashanti was talking all throughout Keyshia's set. Keyshia Cole was sitting up there singing both of their songs, right? I watched her. Ashanti kept talking about the damn Doritos, how they sponsored by Doritos. She kept on asking her staff questions, texting and shit, looking at her phone while Keyshia Cole's songs was playing. Ashanti was not perfect, okay? But, I'm not here to really bash either lady. I'm just saying that neither one was perfect throughout this whole thing, okay? And it's impossible to be perfect when you got all these technical difficulties, honey, going on, okay? I don't care what nobody say. You go have a little attitude. You go have a little chip on your shoulder, okay? And people go say, yeah, but you should put that away. Yeah, but you're human. These people are human. And the sound was jacked up. I would have been pissed off too, because when I first heard it, I was like, this the best y'all could do? Now the sound has improved because I guess somebody had, fixed it after the fact, but yeah, when I first saw the Verzuz, honey, it was horrible. But I enjoyed it. I loved, going back down memory lane, listening to Keyshia's songs, listening to Ashanti's songs. Ashanti kind of took me more or less back to high school. Keyshia Cole was my early 20s, and, so, they both took me back to a very special place in my heart. They really did. I love Southside with Ashanti and Lloyd. That was one of her good hits. I thought it was funny, honey, when Ashanti played Ain't It Funny? Because we know that that's her song that that damn Irv Gotti tried to give to J-Lo. And I call her J-No because she need to stop all this damn singing at these big events. I think J-Lo is favored in the music industry, not really because she could sing, but I think she's a very attractive Puerto Rican. Let's just call a spade a spade. Very beautiful woman, nice body. But it's just like she gets all this favoritism in the industry just based off of how she looks. She can dance her ass off, and J-Lo is a good actress, but singing wise, she's trash. She's not on Ashanti's level, so I don't know why the hell Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, whoever was giving all Ashanti songs to J-Lo. That shit was just wrong, okay? And if it was Miss Robinson, honey, it would have been trouble, okay? It would have been some problems, okay? You think the damn label is called Murder Inc., honey. Don't play with Miss Robinson, honey, about her coins, honey, okay? But I love that she played that Ain't It Funny song, because I was like, girl, you better play your shit that you sung over. What other song? Y'all put it down in the comments, some other songs that J-Lo stole. But J-Lo has stole from other artists, too. So this is some shit that she does, and they allow her ass to do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to look at some comments from the people, honey. Not the people. Yeah, I'm going to get some comments, honey, before I get into the old nasty birthday reading. One person says, I like Keyshia just the way she is. People complain too much about nothing. Yeah, you would have thought that Keyshia Cole was just flat out nasty. She had every right to feel frustrated. And like I said, people have those underlying feelings about you, and then as soon as you do a little something they don't like, it's like, yeah, that's why I don't like her and she ghetto, and that's what it, Another person says, his sound is horrible. Who? Oh, they talking about the guy she did the interview with. Okay. One person says Keyshia Cole is so pretty. Another person says Ashanti is beautiful and gorgeous as well. Another person says the fact that they both look like they're 28 years old. Damn, yeah, them girls are killing it. What are they? Both in their 40s? I think Keyshia 39, Ashanti 40. Ashanti, when you go give us some babies, girl, you so beautiful and pretty, honey. Don't let them eggs dry up, honey, okay? You go ahead and procreate, sis, okay? Give us some babies, okay? Look at me talking like I'm gonna be babysitting and shit. Let me be quiet, honey. Okay. Another person says this really wasn't a versus battle. They're just vibing to songs at this point. Another person says, can't believe these haters had the nerve to say Ashanti can't sing. Like, really? Clean the wax out your ears, bitch. Child. That was a big thing people used to say about Ashanti, you know, that she can't sing. She's not the best vocalist, really, to me. But, you know, she's good enough. Shit, she better than J-No. Not J-No, honey. One person says Ashanti is singing her little heart out. I've been in love with Ashanti music since I was 10. Damn, you was young. I love her so much. Okay, Ashanti got some fans out here. Another person says Ashanti has so many banging hits. I'm pretty sure she wrote most of them too. Pure talent. Keyshia Cole to me has a lot of hits, you know, and Keyshia wrote on her she wrote a lot of songs on her projects as well. Okay, let me take another comment, honey, from the people, honey. Let's see what the people are saying. Another person says, so here's my take on this. Keyshia was overly confident because of the verses being postponed when Ashanti got the COVID virus, and everyone was commenting, assuming that it was only because she was scared to battle Keyshia. But when the time came, she got away from the fearful thinking and what if she don't live up to the expectations? And her energy was way off. I'm disappointed because most of Keyshia's songs has gotten us through hard times and on top, and that she wasn't singing half her songs, but singing Ashanti's song. Girl, what verses was you watching? She was singing her stuff and Ashanti stuff. To me, she was a little bit more, and a lot of people are not giving Keyshia credit for that. She was singing like both of their songs, where with Ashanti, I kind of noticed she was like talking and looking down at her phone when Keyshia's songs were on. Y'all go ahead and watch it again. Like, come on, sis. It does not look like Keyshia was a little geeked or something. Then she still heard about her ex, and them songs was making it worse. I was voting for Keyshia, but she really took an L for her effort and weird behavior. Ashanti has way more hits than I thought, and I knew most of her songs. I guess, honey. Another person says Ashanti was drinking H2O while Keyshia drank Hennessy. That's the difference. She only started drinking, you guys, towards the end of the show. Please stop trying to do that to that girl. Stop trying to make her look bad. And see, it's a whole bunch of people in the comments saying, yep, and that's why where she at right now in her career. Another person says these ladies are two opposite, but they both are talented and beautiful. Another person says, and I actually like this comment, why are we comparing the two? This was lit. Keyshia got up a lot, but Ashanti never put her phone down. Exactly. They're not really coming for Ashanti, though. He says, secondly, Ashanti sung more, but Keyshia danced all the way through. I saw Keyshia singing. She was actually singing Ashanti songs. They're not really giving her credit for that. 3, they both brought their authentic selves. Hood Keyshia and Sweet Ashanti, they still are the two of the best of all time. Those are my girls. Love them both. I agree. Both of them very beautiful, very talented. Another person says, as much as I love KC, Ashanti won this. The sound was also trash too. I'm not really going to say somebody won, because to me, it just depends on who you like the most. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, Ashanti did not overpower Keyshia, not in the way everybody is making it seem. And I like Keyshia Cole's music more. Like, to me, it was more potent. It stuck to me a little bit more. With Ashanti, it was like, I was jamming, but Keyshia Cole, I was having flashbacks, honey. Shit, I almost crashed the damn car. I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just more of a Keyshia Cole fan. Good, bad, indifferent. I love me some Keyshia Cole. And she just go be herself. Y'all should know by now, Keyshia Cole, she's human. She got a little hood up in her. She got a ghetto name, Keyshia. I mean, what do you really expect? I'm just saying shit. Y'all act like y'all expect, a Becky and she's gonna come in talking all proper. She ain't gonna do that. Her name is Keyshia. Keyshia Maisha Cole, honey, okay? Oh, there go another person asking for Keyshia Cole to go up against K. Michelle. I don't like K. Michelle like that. I like some of her music. I think she, sings very well, but something about her that seems bitter to me. Y'all think Keyshia Cole bitter. I think K. Michelle got her beat. And I don't know, for some reason she's worse than Keyshia Cole with her attitude. I don't know. But then there are times, I like Kay's comebacks. Like when she comes for people, K. Michelle, honey, she will read you down, honey. I kind of like that, but I'm more into Keyshia. Another person noticed what I noticed. Ashanti talked through every Keyshia Cole song, like Monica did to Brandy. LOL, y'all don't know that classy side. Shade, darlings. She did talk a lot, and she was all on that phone when Keyshia's songs was on. Y'all better go back and watch that. Another person said Keyshia's energy is a little weird in this, but Ashanti kept it sweet. I don't know, I just feel like that's how people see them. Another person says, I don't know what the fuck wrong with everybody was talking about. Okay. After watching this whole thing all over, where is Keyshia's attitude? And y'all MFs made it seem like she was tripping. LOL. And I'm just looking and see her being her. Exactly. Like I told y'all, a lot of people, they just I don't think they really like Keyshia like that or understand her, or that's how she is. And they had so many technical difficulties. Like, I would have a little attitude too. Shit. Keyshia looks so unhappy. It's like she doesn't want to do it because the sound and stuff wasn't right. Another person says Keyshia was mad disrespectful for keep getting up from her chair so much. So, honey, as you can see, the people are a bit bothered, honey, by Miss Keyshia Cole, but I told y'all how I felt about it. Let's move on, you guys, to the ladies' birthday readings. I'm going to read upon their birthdays really briefly, so let's get to that. Okay, so let's start out with Ashanti. Ashanti Douglas was born October 13th, 1980. She is a Libra. Her strengths are she is intense, she is success-oriented, she is professional. Shout out to the word professional, because that's what y'all said during the verses. So there it is. Her weaknesses, she's overstressed, demanding, and critical. It says those born on October 13th don't fool around when it comes to their professional life. They take their career very seriously and pride themselves on their ability to deliver results. Tough to the extreme, they are dangerous enemies and have the capacity to overcome resistance through sheer guts and endurance. They believe that a human being should go for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Another part of her birthday, you guys, that was very interesting, and I've always picked up on this from Ashanti, is she's very elusive. Like to me, she's like very aloof. You can't kind of like read her, you know, where Keyshia Cole kind of like wears her heart on her sleeve, and you could kind of, you know, see in her face if she's bothered. She's more expressive. With Ashanti, she could be doing that little giddy laugh or smile. I've been watching her through the years. She's always like laughing, you know, like she's so happy and stuff all the time. So she kind of has that. It says October 13th people can be very elusive when necessary. Those who wish to use October 13th person to elicit information or appropriate knowledge may find that after having had their interview or conversation, they have learned precious little. So if someone interviews her, they never really feel like they learn more about her. They never really feel like they can connect with her, but she is an air sign. Okay, air sign people are not like Cancers, like how I am, not like water sign people where there's feelings and emotions. I wonder, does she have any water in her chart? But a lot of that, in my opinion, that comes from her being a Libra, which is a mental sign. Libras think. Water signs, they feel. Okay, who else is a mental sign? Aquarius is the other air sign, and Gemini. Mental, not emotional. Okay, so if you ever felt like you couldn't read Ashanti, that's why. Okay. It says, but through the elusiveness, distance, and circumspection, certainly make October 13th people less gullible and vulnerable. Those born on this day might consider opening up a bit more to those deserving of their trust. Okay, let's look at the advice it gives Ashanti. You must learn to relax, take frequent vacations, or at least rest periods where you do absolutely nothing. Isn't that what she just did? That's how she got COVID. All that, traveling and stuff. It says, don't be too afraid of satisfaction, accept mistakes and avoid blaming others when you can. And vulnerability can lead to happiness. What did I say? She doesn't let people in. She's not open. It seems like it, but it's like a shield is over her. Let's get to Keyshia really quickly, you guys. Okay, so Keyshia Maisha Cole was born October 15th, 1981. Her strengths are she's magnetic, knowledgeable, and provocative. Weaknesses, exhibitionist. That's all that changing the hair, the colors, everything we like. That's kind of the showing off. I can do this, I could do that. She was showing them damn titties at the Verzuz. Okay, that's that. I gotta show off. All right. Unbalanced. Okay, for those of you that keep calling her ghetto, she's a little unbalanced. Overconfident. That's another word that I saw when I was looking at people's opinions about the Verzuz. I don't know if I mentioned it in my commentary, but people felt that Keyshia was overly confident. Like, oh, I got this. And if you notice, when Ashanti caught COVID, Keyshia seemed more like she was ready that time. She was excited about it. That first time they were supposed to do it, I think it would have been better for Keyshia for some reason. That's the energy I'm getting. It says the day of the world stage. Isn't that interesting? Keyshia Cole is a Libra. She is a mental sign. Okay, I believe Keyshia got some water in her chart somewhere. I could feel the emotion with her more than Ashanti. Okay, so let's get started. It says, the outrageous side of October 15th people may earn them various titles: sensationalist, attention hog, publicity hound, or egotist. Yet the talents of the more highly evolved individuals born on this day are so great and their knowledge so broad that they can either elude such charges or scorn them. Less highly evolved individuals born on October 15th may appear superficial and needy. So that is all that changing of clothes and outfits. And, for some reason, I feel like maybe she was late for some other reasons too. Maybe like deciding like, what am I going to wear? How am I going to look? Like, to me, she puts a lot into how she looks on the outside, and maybe she should care a little bit more about what is going on the inside. Not to say though at all she's a bad person. I think Keyshia Cole definitely means well. And I do feel like there was a lot of technicalities happening, before the verses. So, but I have always noticed that about her. It says, even when October 15th people have won great respect from their peers, friends, and associates. So that's, all of the praise that she gets from her fans. They may still be tempted to show off. Okay, it says that right in the book. Showing off. They should cultivate a calm, unassuming air instead, which will guarantee them more attention than all the dramatic posturing in the world. Okay, all that arguing and, acting ghetto, as y'all would say. And it would make them more likable too, to boot. Coming to terms with seductive powers and finding the best way to relate them to others are the underpinnings for October 15th people's success. Those born on this day, however, must constantly be on guard against overconfidence. There's that word again. She's overconfident. Hubris, taking good fortune for granted, and generally putting themselves above the laws of the land. That's that being late. No. I'm just playing, Keyshia. For any of these can lead to their downfall. So y'all remember Keyshia Cole got into it with Michelle from Destiny's Child, and then she came, for Beyonce. None of that was good. The Beehive attacked her. They wasn't having that. Yes, you're very successful, but you can't come for Beyonce, because Beyonce is a sweetheart. Beyonce is mostly liked about people. You never really hear anybody say anything mean or, hateful about Beyonce. But yeah, that was almost the downfall of Keyshia's career, and this chip that she has on her shoulder, I don't know if it's going away, because a lot of people can see that, and they're like, oh, you got this attitude. And I kind of feel like that's kind of how she is when she's flustered and frustrated, like any person, would have that about them. But guess what? She apologized, right? Because she knows that the masses did not like her attitude, and it's good to be humble and apologize if you offended anybody and show your appreciation. She thanked everybody for tuning into the verses. So Keyshia Cole is learning, right? We got to give credit where credit is due, because if this was 2007, 2008, 9, 10, Keyshia Cole, your ass wouldn't have got no apology. Okay, so she is growing, and it's not so much she needed to apologize, but she recognized that her energy was not right, and that's all that matters. That's growth. Okay, so the book also says what I just told y'all. It says October 15th people can be very controversial figures, capable of arousing or agitating others. What did I say about the Beyonce and Michelle Williams situation? This is principally because they so often attract attention by speaking their minds openly and even bluntly. They must be aware of attracting antagonism and negative vibrations from those who know them, albeit peripherally. Honey, Miss Robinson don't use that word, honey, all day, every day. So, honey, I didn't know what that was. It says the accumulation of this negativity can put them under enormous stress and perhaps spell the danger of a breakdown. Okay, so that's, speaking out about people in a negative way and having to pay for that, right? Having to deal with being iced out almost. Remember, people were trying to ice her out and cancel her. They didn't really want to listen to her music. Like, she struggled in her career from getting into it with other people and being nasty and, but I feel like she has learned from that, right? Let's look at her relationships. Now, when I look at Keyshia Cole, I don't see a woman that really wants to be alone. And that's fine. It's okay to date and, want a mate, but the book says as social beings, those born on this day do not like to be alone for very long. Okay. We seen that with the, what's the guy? I forgot the young guy that she was dating, and they have had their son, and it seemed like they broke up right after. So it's like, oof. That's not good. I hope she kind of takes her time, you guys, with her relationships, trying to kind of get a feel for people, because there's no way you should have got with this guy, had a baby, and now all of a sudden you guys are broken up. Like, I don't know. Y'all weigh in the comments. I believe we talked about it on my show, but that was kind of weird. I thought that she was going to be with him for a while. He seemed really good for her. He seemed like he really cared for her a lot, even though he was younger. But something happened with them. I wonder, was it like cheating or something? It says, their being pushed to flee society or hide can be felt with the force of banishment or exile. Okay, so maybe she likes to kind of be alone after a really bad breakup. I haven't really heard about her dating anybody else, but I think that, she should like take her time. I'm not at all gonna say, girl, just be alone and I'm not gonna do that. Like, if you want to be partnered up, that's fine, as long as it's healthy, you're getting your needs met, that's cool. But I feel like this next time she should take her time, and I think Keyshia Cole would benefit you guys from maybe being with someone older, because Nico, that's his name, he was a young guy, not really all that experienced. He was an old soul, but he hasn't probably been with a lot of women, and that's really hard, to kind of get somebody to stay faithful, and they ain't really been out here in these streets before. So, that was a drawback. So hopefully she's learned from that. Okay, let's look at Keyshia Cole's advice that they give her. They tell her to calm down a bit. Your bold actions can make for very negative reactions, okay? Listen to what others, particularly adversaries, are saying. So the people that, may not like her that much. You can't always do as you wish. So there it is in the advice. They're saying that Keyshia Cole is a person that kind of does whatever the hell she wants to do in the moment, and then she ends up paying for it later. It says compromise has its place. So she should try to be more of a team player. We kind of saw a little bit of that with the Verzuz. I didn't really like when she got smart with Ashanti. Nah, nigga, you go, or some shit she said to Ashanti. I was like, what is that about? Why are you talking to her like that? Kind of, you're a Libra. Libras are, for the most part, friendly and kind of balanced, but hell, don't piss them suckers off. You people got some nasty mouths on you. Okay? So yeah, that kind of bothered me with Keyshia Cole, or the little back and forth, that she had with Ashanti. Like, it seemed like she kind of cursed at her or something, like she was irritated. Nah, you go. And then Ashanti was like, no, you getting confused, about how the order should be. Keyshia Cole later admitted, do you see what I'm saying? She later admitted, and I think she even admitted there, she was confused, but she apologized. See, that part right there, that did make her look bad. That did, and Ashanti kind of balanced it out, because if that was K. Michelle, them suckers would have been arguing all night probably. But see, it was a reason why this happened, you guys, right? And, Keyshia Cole is going to learn from it. Shanti's going to learn from it too. But y'all get down in those comments, honey, and let Miss Robinson know, honey, what did you feel? How did you feel about the Verzuz? Who do you feel won? And that's pretty much, honey, what I have to say about all of this, honey, okay? Let me know how you felt about the birthday reading as well. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe, honey. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out, honey, in the next video.